Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, giving double honor to the Apostle Elders Great Millstone, peace and blessings by pushing his truth and sincerity and Kwam Yasharala. To Brother Pashko Dash, coming to again another lesson, and this time talking about faith, right? We always got to get back to the basics. That's one thing we always got to do. And faith is a basic necessity in this walk. All right. You need faith. All right. But no, I'm going to get right into it. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Lord. All right. So what's one of the ways, or what is the way we obtain or get faith? By hearing the word. All right. You grow in the spirit by hearing the word. You know, when you first come out, when you first hit the camp, or if you hit a live stream and you hearing the word, you growing in the spirit. I can name plenty of times the apostles was maybe going live, or they did an hour-long video, and as I'm just listening, I'm just growing. Like, dang, you hear these different testimonies, and you hear. I remember the time they said when 9/11 happened, basically how the people came and got them. The police came and got them, and they held strong. That boosted my faith just hearing that. And not only just hearing that, they was bringing out scriptures, which is the word of the Lord. And they brought out how some of us would be thrown in jail. They gave us a perfect example. They gave us the scriptures. They gave us the all go around, and that built me up personally. So this is the fundamental thing. You got to hear the word. You got to always be in tune with the spirit, continually growing with it. That's how you're going to get this faith. James chapter 2, verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. Hey, yeah, the left-hand angels, they scared of the Lord. You know why? Because they know his power. And this ain't the Christian doctrine where I'm saying they scared of him because they know they got to get cast into hell No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the left-hand angels have a fear of the Lord. They don't go off because they fear the Lord. But the thing is, like he said, thou believest. Believe is another word for faith. It's a synonym, right? We believe there is one God, meaning we believe there is one God. We have faith there is one God. Not Janus, not whatever false Allah, Buddha, whatever false. We don't believe in the Egyptian gods. It's 10. Then got the sun god, the rain. No, we believe in one God. Right? His name is Yahweh. His son name is Yahweh Shai. This is who we believe in. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? Like I said, believe is another word for faith. It say Luke chapter 1, verse 37, for with the Lord nothing shall be impossible. Right? Why? Because you have faith with the Lord. Anything you put your mind to within the laws, statutes, commandments, the Lord is going to deal with you with. Anything that's beneficial to the body, the Lord is going to deal with you. If it's something righteous, why wouldn't the Lord give it to you? But the thing is, you got to have faith. Because the Lord going to do his part. Hey, if you need something, he going to make sure you got food and raiment. That's one thing about it, especially if you serving him. He going to make sure you're taken care of. Right? But what we got to do, we got to believe that it's not impossible for the Lord to do anything. Sometimes Jake will limit themselves, or they'll limit the Lord. They'll put the Lord in a box. I don't think this can happen. Why you don't think that can happen? The Lord can do anything. If the Lord can judge us and put us in put it to you like this. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 2 centuries ago, where we came out of hardcore bondage, right? So now when you think about that, those slaves, which was us in the reincarnation, they couldn't see a day when they wouldn't be slaves. Literally, they couldn't imagine a day. But yet, look where we are now, because nothing is impossible to the Lord. When you look back at hardcore slavery, which ended rough on paper 1855, 1854, one of them two, look at how hardcore that slavery was. How did we break free out of that? The Lord. And it was on prophecy time. It was roughly 350 years, right? 3 days and a half. But it was that faith, all right? It was the power of the Lord in the faith. This is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Thy heart really going into your lob, which means your mind. Because you don't think with your heart. That's going into your mind where you have thoughts. It says, and lean not into thy own understanding. Meaning put all your trust in the Lord with everything you got. Even if you don't know what's around the corner, or you don't know what tomorrow gonna bring, put your trust in the Lord. If you show some faith, he gonna reward you. If you always, how would you feel if somebody was always questioning, you done lived this life? Imagine being a 40-year-old and a kid questioning you on every decision. Well, why should I get my license? Well, why I gotta get a job? You're gonna look at him like, man, I did all this shit before. That's what I'm telling you. Eventually you're gonna get fed up with him. And it's the same thing with the Lord. The Lord, like, man, I created this world. I created the problems and the solutions. I created you. Why are you questioning me on things I created? I got the manual to this whole existence. Why do we question the Lord? You shouldn't. Because he understands, because he made everything. All right. It say, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And you always got to acknowledge the Lord. That's why we say, call Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Because when something good happen or something bad, you got to say, call Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, even when something bad happen. Because it's the Spirit of the Lord. You got to acknowledge him. And the Lord is very terrible. He's just a God to fear. It's a good thing to be in his presence. And he also very pleasing. He help us out a lot. So you got to say, call Lord either way it go. And that's why we put our faith in the Lord. Honestly, what else is it to put faith in? Nothing else can save you from anything but the Lord. 1 Corinthians 2:5, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men. Meaning, your faith, what you believe in, should not be in what another human being that was born in the flesh, what they say. Oh, well, I'm going to go buy a house right now because the economic leaders said it's the best time to go buy a house. Well, the Lord said we finna get ready to be pilgrims. I'm not telling nobody not to move out their mama house, nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to make a sound decision, let it be based upon the scriptures. Let it be based upon the Spirit of the Lord. Don't go blow all your money because they said, yup, the economy going to crash in 30 days. Because we know, first and foremost, the chip got to hit the scene. We know that the World War III got to happen. So obviously the world's not going to end in 30 days because I doubt those two prophecies are going to happen in 30 days. But they can. I'll say that much. But I don't see those two prophecies happening in the next 30 days. We still got Jacob's trouble. We got all these things to play out. So I wouldn't take every dollar in my bank account and blow it because guess what? You still got to survive after them 30 days. So that's what it means by putting your wisdom in men. Just because another man say something don't mean believe it. Look through the book. That's how you know if the men of the Lord are around. They speaking as if they quote. No, they're literally speaking the book. We're always quoting the scriptures. Right now, I'm breaking this video down by what? Reading the scriptures and giving you a visual interpretation of what I'm saying. But I'm going to keep going to say, but in the power of the Lord, that's where you want to put your faith at. The Lord, he delivered us out of Egypt. The Lord, he delivered us away from the Assyrians. The Lord, he going to deliver us from Babylon. Why wouldn't you want to put your faith in a God like that, who actually got a track record, a good track record? Y'all believing in all these other gods, but what have they done for anybody that ever prayed for them? Nothing, because they're not real. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we know faith is what you believe in and what you can't see. You can't have faith. You can't have faith in something that you see, and that's the Spirit, because we don't really actually see the Lord. Show me a man right now alive on this earth that can say, oh yeah, I seen the Lord. He got a big black beard, a big afro. You ain't seen the Lord in person, bro. You ain't been to the spiritual realm and came back with your memories. All right. It says, and this is the Spirit, because we go into this chapter, it really go into faith too. It talk about how the fathers who had not seen the promise, how they had faith until death, knowing that they would receive the promise when they came back. Basically in the reincarnation. In this lifetime, matter of fact. That's real faith. I'm going to grab one more. Or you know what? I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to do a part 2. And I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash, giving double honor to the Apostle Elder's Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to better pushing this truth and sincerity and Kwam Yasharallah.